Tyler, the FAA announcing just a few minutes ago that it continues to work plane by plane, fleet by fleet with all of the airlines and cargo operators in terms of figuring out what planes can land relative to different airports with 5G signals being in the air. And what they've come up with is that 78% of the approximately 7,000 commercial airplanes in the United States are going to be able to land. The altimeters are unlikely to have or will not have interference from 5G antennas near airports. So this is an increase from yesterday when they said 62% of the planes were compliant. Now they're saying it's 78%, and they'll continue doing this over the next couple of days. One thing to point out, guys, they are unlikely to get every single plane compliant right away. Some of these planes ultimately are going to have new equipment put in because the altimeters are just not to a level where they can handle 5G. So that's the status of the situation right now as the FAA, the airlines, and the wireless carriers all continue working on figuring out this 5G issue. Guys,
so let me make sure I understand our state of play here. Number one, the carriers, the wireless carriers, have decided not to turn on or to turn them on at a lower power those that are near airports, right? Okay, number one. But even at 70,
not all airports, but a list of airports.
But a list of at certain specified airports. It's up at the 78% number means that 22% of aircraft are not compliant, can't go into those specified airports, I guess, where there is 5G.
Only if it's Tyler, but only if it's a low visibility landing that they would likely have to make. And remember, the airlines working with the FAA, they know in advance where the conditions are likely to be tricky or difficult. And if they see that there's going to be a problem, those aircraft, if they are not compliant and they would not be able to make a landing,
you're going to get diverted
because of the they would get diverted to another airport. But keep in mind, the airports in question right now, the 5G is not turned on, and there's a buffer zone around them. So we're not seeing any diverted flights at this point. The whole idea here is this is if you will, a period where they can figure out what's compliant and what's not.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.